waves as they rolled and guided you. Oh, don't worry, she never comes too soon. Oh, don't worry, she never comes too soon. When the moon, she rises in, she told me the sky has stories, the stones have songs. It all will speak, even this cold hard ground. All it takes is a little listening. If you let yourself be moved and be swayed by a vision felt, but beyond your gaze, let go and the current.
Hey, you folks, welcome back. Open Pagan Church. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's bring up Discord here.
Certain kind, and half a case of Aquafina, and then this almost full gallon of water that we bought yesterday. We had to go sit
Hello,
outside for a
Discord.
while.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Hello, guys over in Discord. Looks like we got some new people in chat this morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Open Pagan Church. How's everybody?
We're here. One day at a time.
One day at a time. Yeah. Well, hope hope everybody's kind of hanging in there. Our topic today, thank you, Leigh, is going to be on, has this thing made you a hermit? And I want to kind of open up a little bit with first things first. We're not going to discuss the political rhetoric of COVID-19, okay? We're not even going to allow the political end to come into it, because people's health and the safety of individuals, well, politics shouldn't even enter into it. But let's talk about the reality. The reality of what this thing is doing to families, to individuals, to you personally. What I'm going to do is open the floor here in a minute for people in our chat area and people in our Discord to share their story of what this thing has done to you as far as turning you into a hermit. Now, we first have to understand what a hermit is, and ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand the definition of hermit, Google it and look it up. So, you know, in the description it says so many people who might call themselves hermit are even having problems with these quarantine times. There's a difference in being a hermit and being forced to not even be able to go out and grocery shop or do the things that you need to do for you. So let me ask you, and you guys in both chat and in Discord, and by the way, thank you, Cindy. Cindy posted a never-expiring link to our Discord channel in case you want to be heard, in case you have, you have a topic you want to talk about. Hit us up. Let's talk about it. And hey, as far as I care, you can have the floor for an hour on a Sunday. So let us know. So what do you think, Discord? What are some of the stories that maybe you can talk about of how this has affected you emotionally and mentally and in your own home? Who wants to start?
No, okay, sure, why not? I'll jump in first. It's affected my family One, because of we have underlying conditions that have all affected us. That if one of ours, my husband, he gets it, he's a heart patient, it could kill him. So we became hermits in the house just because of that. Like we order food to our house. If I have to go pick up any medicine, they bring it out now to us because it's getting, I guess, paranoid. Some of us are getting paranoid to be hermits. I guess that's it. And the boys, they work. Um, they're awful protective, and they do the hand sanitizer and have the mask going on when they go to work now. Even Thomas's, he works at a plant that they're socially distant when anyway because they do the forklift and load and everything. But they don't know where the other people have been, so everybody has to be like a hermit to us in our house.
Yeah, you know, the mask, irregardless of whether or not you wear a mask, I'm not even going to get into that. Um,
No, no.
but no, you know, you think about it. I mean, I'm okay wearing a mask. It doesn't bother me. Um, and we're looking at social distancing. You know, people people that don't live in the same household, parents and siblings and families, both biological and non-biological families, are not really able to come together and hug. I mean, hey, we're pagan, man. We're snuggle sluts. We love to hug. You know, we see somebody we haven't seen in a while, even if it's been a couple of days. Come on in here and give me a little snuggle snuggle. Well, kind of hard to do that nowadays. Anybody else have something they want to share?
Not being able to go out to a public place and play game. I mean, we have a bigger house now so that we can invite people over, but still, it's not being able to socialize in an open atmosphere, having to have people come over to the house, which, you know, you're not really supposed to do anyway, but it's only once a week, so we're getting in under the radar, but not being able to go out and socialize in an outside atmosphere. Me being an earth elemental, I'm more geared to be outside. This sitting in my house is driving me insane. Not being able to go visit my friends, not being able to go hang out at a restaurant with a group of people, or not being able to do meetups, things like that. Uh, it's it's working on my mental health,
Well,
So,
absolutely. I mean, come on, circle. I mean,
right?
we just
I miss not being able to go over to Cindy's when they have the the group out back.
right,
Yep.
right, yeah.
You know, I miss not being able to do that. I miss not being able to celebrate the Sabbats and the Esbats and the moon.
Yeah.
You know, being an open pagan, just sitting in a house is driving me nuts.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you know, of course, for us up here um, in north central Dallas, it's too damn hot to get out and do anything. But I mean, we could at least uh, get in the car and you know maybe go to the I don't know, go to the mall, go to a movie. You know, go out to eat.
They haven't even opened the movie theaters back up down here.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
they really haven't here either. But my thing
February
is
2021.
right. But you know, this thing is jacking with everybody, you know. Um, and you know, I want to read Leigh's post real quick, and then we'll come back over to Discord. Um, Leigh says, for me, she says, if I wasn't a hermit before, I sure have been lately. Um, you know, she's got things she has to take care of in her life. She's got an acre. Um, She she says, my little square acre of the planet. Yeah, I hear you. Um, you know yeah, Leigh, we're social creatures. You know, she says her daughter's wedding is next month, and there's still going to be family that won't be involved, and it's not a matter of don't want, but it's a
It's
matter
can't.
that the travel, you know, I mean, okay, yeah, we think about it during flu season. Um, my wife is allergic to the flu shot, so and she's got severe asthma, so she has to be careful what she gets into because bless her heart, all she's got to do is walk by somebody and she's got what they've got more or less.
Yep, she's a magnet.
Yeah, and luckily, um, I'm very fortunate at 57 years old. I've still got somewhat of an immune system until it comes to my allergies living up here. We moved up here and my face exploded. Um, but, it's like Sabrina said, we're not, human beings as a whole are not designed for, um,
We're not designed to be locked up behind four walls all the time.
no, right, yeah, we're not. And,
I did enough of that in my childhood. I stayed grounded the entire time. So as an adult, it's like, okay, I'm gonna find solace behind my four walls, but at the same time, I need to go out and socialize.
yes,
I need to. I am a social butterfly. I have friends everywhere.
right,
I need to be able to see my friends, not just talk to them on Discord or text or video chat.
yeah,
It's is it's kind of like I read something. I know it's fiction, but I read something that it's kind of like the Fae. The Fae like to be touched. They like to be hugged on. They like to be, stroked. They like to be cuddled. Everything. We as human beings like that too.
hmm,
And without that form, it doesn't have to lead to sex, but without a form of intimacy
right,
of any kind,
right.
a human being will shrivel up just like a plant without water.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my wife follows the Fae path, and she's one of the ones that doesn't necessarily like very large crowds. Okay, I get that. I'm fine with large crowds. Um, Give me a good old-fashioned Renaissance drumming circle, and hell, I'm all over it.
That sounds like fun right about now.
Oh, tell me about it. The
I
problem
haven't been
is,
to, I haven't been to a drum circle in so long.
oh yeah, yeah. I did finally get a new head on Thunder, so he is like tuned and raring and ready. But where the hell are we gonna go?
Right.
And I mean, bless their heart, I've got some relatively nice neighbors. They're relatively good people, but they just couldn't handle a gathering where we live. Well, to begin with, the backyard is useless because of the septic sprinklers, but even the front yard will hold a good 20 or 25 people, but you can't do that now.
Yeah, we're not supposed to gather more than 10 people.
Well, I mean, let's take a look and let's very carefully look at this from a different aspect, right? Let's take the law out of the equation, right?
Okay.
Let's take the social distancing regulation out of the equation. And I know, we all know that some things Something is killing people. And I'm going to step at this outside of media, mainstream news. And in my job, and of course I can't say what or where because of security reasons, but my job, I see it and hear it firsthand. This isn't bullshit. This thing's killing people.
Mhm.
Now, whether you call it respiratory disease, whether you call it COVID 19, whether you call it coronavirus, whether you call it Gondolia difflipius, people are dying from this shit. And it's causing people to be afraid. And I don't blame them. So it either voluntary or involuntary, okay, you have the mental factor to hang on to. Now, and Lester may slap me here, but Lester, you're a bit of a hermit, but yet
Big.
a bit. Well, yeah, but I mean, you used to go with me and travel with me all over Texas to Ren Fair, drumming circles, um, gatherings, and what have you. But how are you and your wife handling the social distancing, the um, the fear of being around other people with this thing that's going on today? How are y'all handling in your household?
Really doesn't affect us that much because, well, we basically don't have anybody come over, and you know, I live in my hometown. My brothers and them hardly ever come visit. Uh, she goes to her mom's every once in a while. Well, like I said, we just found out that she may have COVID, and it's a risk, but you can't hide from it. There's nothing you can do. You can take precautions, but if you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
Yeah, true. I mean, we
You can fear this all you want to, but in the end, if you get it, you get it. If it kills you, it kills you. If not, well, then you're better for it. It's just like any other bug or virus. If you catch it and you survive it, you've built up an immune system to it.
Right.
yeah. But does that mean people don't need to take precautions?
No, they need to take precautions. I mean, use common sense. Don't go into a crowd without the face mask or the hand sanitizer. Hell, don't go into a crowd without a condom on. You know, somebody gonna get screwed.
Body condom. Yeah, I
That is,
mean,
those are one
But
of the most ridiculous
my
things I've
point
ever
is,
seen.
you can't hide from it.
no.
I can sit at home all day long and all night long, and the first time I have to go to the grocery store, I can pick this stuff up without even coming in contact with somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the way things are. You have to learn to deal with it.
But like you
If you
say,
want to be scared about it and turn yourself into a complete hermit, not go out, well, guess what? If it's your fate to get this, you're going to get it no matter where you are.
I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, if if you don't want to get bit by snakes, stay the hell out of a snake pit, right?
But
Right.
what about the snake that you don't see?
Well, see, therein lies what you said a while ago. Common sense.
Right.
Well, my question is this, bruh. How many people got common sense nowadays?
Not many.
Not many.
It's From what I understand, common sense is on back order.
Back order, hell.
Same with
Let me get
same with
that
the jars of
distribution.
sanity. You know, same with the jars of sanity. They're both on back order, and they promise they'll get it back to us before 2021. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right, good luck with that. Morning, Dave.
Good morning, Kenny.
Yeah, morning, Kenny.
Just like we went to a gathering last night of maybe 6 of us in the whole room, but half of them, no, 3/4 of them don't believe in masks. They say it's all made up by political stuff. Why did it
Well,
come about? Huh?
you know, my brother is like that. He is a firm believer that the mask doesn't do a damn bit good. And in a sense, it's true
Right.
because okay, if you're using a mask and you go into an area that has somebody with COVID and you get close enough, you're breathing in the air through the mask and the COVID is going to get on the mask. Well,
Right.
guess what? You got to take that damn thing off, right?
Then
How
get
many people are
overexposed.
going? How many people are going to take the mask off with rubber gloves and dispose of the mask and the gloves at the same time? Not many.
Well, true, but now let me tell you, my mask is designed for people with beards, right? How many times have I heard people laugh at me to go, if you're wearing a mask, you're like having sex with a hole in the condom. Well, no. You gotta, you gotta have some form of intelligence. My mask is a relatively thick fabric mask that comes over the nose and it comes down and encapsulates the beard completely and tucks in the shirt. Okay, I get that. If I have to go out in a large group of people, and I'm not talking about going to the Walmart drive through to pick up my groceries where I stay in the car. I'm not talking about yesterday where I drove my car through an inspection station and there's a great big sign on the inspection station that says, stay in your car, we will come to you. So the young man comes to my car and he says, roll the window down about that much. I said, okay, so I did. I got my mask on and he's got his on. And I hand him my insurance, driver's license, and all my little paperwork that we're supposed to hand over for inspection. Now, no, you're fine. And so even then, if I've got it and I've transferred it to that stuff, then it's transferred to him. But let me tell you what he did. He didn't have rubber gloves on, neither did I. But I have hand cleaner sitting in the car. He has hand cleaner right there. So I mean, yeah, it's a debate, okay? But it's also just being smart. And you were talking about taking the mask off with rubber gloves and all of that. When I get back from town, I remove my mask up above my head and I take it and I put it in the dryer. And I turn the dryer on high heat. A little common sense. Wash it with hot water, hot water, and dry it. I don't use paper mask.
I don't either.
I don't either. I have my favorite mask that I have actually has Technicolor kitty cats on it.
Well, we got
There you go.
we got a shipment of masks. So I had like 12 of them. So we have them. The boys have them throughout the week, and they throw it. We have a box. I put it in, and that way they rotate them out.
Right. And, Dave says people are scared to live their lives. Some becomes hermits. He says, I'm not careful about who I'm around. Not a hermit, not a social butterfly either. This is the debate that people can have all day long. So, which is why I wanted to be very, very careful not to turn this in about, not to turn this into a debate about mask or no mask. Okay. Um, it's like beard or no beard, condom or no condom, um, taking a shower with a raincoat on, or playing in the rain just because it feels good. Okay. That's
I
that's
did
not.
I did that the other day.
Thank you
We had
for that.
when we had a big old storm the other day. I went out and played in the rain.
Oh, you were being literal. Okay. Sorry, my mind went there. But what I'm concerned with, and I really, really do not want to get into the whole debate about what's right, what's wrong, what's right for me, what's right for you, what's wrong for somebody else. What I'm interested in discussing today, like, like the topic that Leigh came up with to begin with, have you become a hermit? And if you have, why? And if you have not, why? That's the whole that's the whole thing for the topic.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I've got company, and I got more company coming over later.
All right.
So I enjoyed talking to you guys today,
Always.
and I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, be safe out there.
I will. Love y'all.
Love you too. So, how can we let's see, let me ask this carefully, make sure it comes across right. When it comes to becoming a hermit, we have all made changes, um, we've all made changes that we're trying to keep us and our families safe, as safe as you can. Um, Lee says, what do you do to occupy your time while you're at home? Anybody want to touch that?
Computer games, watching news.
You have new
Reading.
work mix enabled. Do you want to open it?
Say what?
From my wife that she has an asthma attack.
Oh goodness.
Oh, give her a hug. What are you guys doing at home to keep you from losing your mind during these times?
We have been doing Netflix binges of any kind of series. It's just like don't want to watch the news, so we find like westerns or old movies, trying to figure out. Other day we're going, okay, how back in time can you remember a movie? So we go get that movie, or like we had the Willy Wonka. But yeah, we do that. I go outside, sit out underneath the tree. I go to porch swing. I go sit out in front porch and just breathe in and have some sunshine.
Right, right. Okay. Um,
No, Debbie, you haven't lost your mind years ago. You're just as sane as we are.
and, Debbie says she's always been a hermit, and to a degree. Yeah, you know. Um, she's always been a hermit, but Lester's always been a hermit, but we like to go places, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, get out, go out for coffee, maybe for a meal or a drink if you drink. You like to get out and do things, but with as populated as the world is today, you're around people whether you want to be or not.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to stand there and talk to them face to face, but you're around people. And when you're in a busy supermarket, or you're in a busy shop, or you're in a busy exchange, like maybe You know, you pull off of the roadway, you gotta find a toilet and go to the restroom, which people do. Um, you know, so you
Or
have
just
to you have to be smart in this, right?
right. Well, okay, I got a question.
Okay,
Kenny? Kenny says I'm essential.
right.
What does he mean?
What he means by he's an essential, meaning he's an essential worker,
Oh,
meaning that when the lockdown started, much like uh, Clint, Clint's job is an essential worker.
oh,
Um, the country essentially cannot function without their jobs as we know it. So people like Kenny and Clint, and sometimes me to a degree, if I wasn't able to work at home, I'm considered an essential worker. But luckily, right? Luckily, I'm able to do everything I need to do right here in the comfort and safety of my office. And Debbie says I don't seek them out. I don't interact unless interact more than than I need to. And yeah, absolutely. You know, but still, becoming a hermit has affected the larger population in a very damaging, dangerous mental and emotional way.
can I put a plug in for something?
Could put a what?
Walmart has something new coming out nationwide. They are doing drive-in theaters in their parking lots that they're doing all kinds of shows for the people. It's going to be like just a drive-in theater, and you use your FM radio, and they have where you're there. They have concession stand that they go around to the cars. It's something for people to interact. So that's keeping people from being or can be socially active, but be social distancing, but have a safe place.
Right, drive-in theaters are a boom now.
We've got one here.
I mean, I know people in our age group, Cindy,
Mhm.
Clint, Lester, Debbie, Leigh, Dave, probably a couple of others that are watching. We remember the drive-in theater,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do.
you know, gathering up, gathering up all your buddies and sticking them in the trunk of the car. Not that I would ever admit to doing that, mind you.
I well,
No.
I was in the front.
Right. Lee says in our local community, everybody's become a hermit, has increased domestic abuse at home. Yeah, absolutely. Domestic abuse has picked up. Divorce rates have picked up.
Drug
Um,
abuse is picked up.
drug abuse has picked up. Yeah. Depression is at an all-time high. Bipolar is in an all-time high. Debbie says we don't have drive-ins here.
Yeah.
Bless
We
your
don't have
heart.
them here anymore either.
Yeah, we don't here either. I mean, our closest drive-in is 15 miles from us, so you
We
know.
haven't had a drive-in in this area in the last 30 years.
Yeah, yeah. Dave says he had a 1969 Dodge Rambler with
Oh
Nash
Lord.
seats. Oh yeah, yeah, big car.
That's a trunk space.
Yeah, right, right. But we're social distancing now. We can't pack the car like we used to.
We laid 6 buddies in the trunk.
Right, right. Leave the buddies in the trunk. Right. Yeah. There were some of them I went to school with. I would have rather left in the trunk. Yeah. So AMC Rambler. Yeah. Of course, AMC was bought by Dodge. So there you go. But okay. So what do we do? Well, we turn to YouTube subscriptions. All of your video streaming subscriptions are at an all-time high. Um, the watch The watch numbers and share numbers of Open Pagan Church has more than tripled.
Mhm.
People are communicating. They're doing video chat. They're doing, if you have an iPhone, you're doing FaceTime. And if you have an Android, you're typically doing Google Chat, whatever. Um, live streaming on Facebook is in an all-time high.
Yep, I get it from my
You
daughter
you
all the
can
way.
face chat on Discord too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But still, and I want to say this in all honesty, still, face chat using webcams and cell phones and tablets and computers and what have you, that's not the same as being able to hug someone.
Personal interaction.
Yeah, most human beings are into, like Lester said, personal interaction. I mean, shit, what, Lester? Been 12 years since we've seen each other?
Something like that.
Something like that?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, if I saw Lester tomorrow, I may just have to take a hot shower afterwards, but I'm going to get me a hug. Right?
Road, Lester, road
Right.
trip, road trip.
And I mean, if if I was to see Cindy for the first time in a long time,
Yeah.
there's going to
Get
be some
right.
hugs.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be some hugs going on. We may all kill each other if one of us has COVID and don't know it, but I'm going to get me some hugs.
But we're gonna die happy.
Oh well, yeah, we're going to die hugging it out. Lee says maybe we could get together, some people, and agree on a local. Yeah, we've been trying to figure that one out for a long time. Jamie, friend of ours from up north, has been trying to figure out how to put together a social gathering sometime, somewhere central here in Texas, so we can all get together. Um, and I'll tell you now, I'll tell you, sometime in September, if the God and Goddess will get rid of some of this crap so I can fly over, sometime in September, I'm supposed to go home to Scotland for a couple of weeks.
And I
And
doubt
Not
that.
happening this
So
year.
I don't see that coming this year.
well,
Like,
it may not. But
Yeah,
if it does,
I was lucky enough to take my vacation when I did, because as soon as we got back, everything started closing back up.
yeah, but herein lies the whole thing. And yeah, okay, we're kind of making light of a situation, and some people don't care, and that's okay. Some people are doing what they do, and guys, that's okay. Uh, Lee says, "Hey, I can't go too."
It's serious enough to be concerned about, because yes, people are dying.
But it's that unconscious fear, Lester, that is causing a lot of mental anguish, mental stress, and issues with people globally, not just in America, but globally.
Yeah, like I said, it's not to be made light of, because people are dying from this, and we each have to do our own part to keep this from spreading. If that means locking ourselves down and becoming hermits, well, then that's what we have to do. But don't see where that's actually going to stop the spread of this virus.
No, it's not. It's not. It'll curb it.
It'll curb it, but it's always going to come back. It's
Yeah,
going to be just like the freaking flu
yeah,
every year.
yeah. The thing of it is with this thing, I think it's going to be year round.
It's just gonna be
Yeah,
like the flu. It has ups and down seasons.
yeah, because the flu is it's not a seasonal thing. Actually, you can catch the flu any time of the year.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like we're saying, this thing is the new norm, folks. I mean, and I'm gonna please forgive me. I'm gonna sound like a preacher for a minute,
Uh oh. Uh oh. Don't strike you down.
right? So here I'm giving fair warning, right? But
Here
as
it is.
here it is, here it is. As a pagan minister, I worry about the community. Not just pagans, realistically, but the community as a whole, especially people of any kind of faith, whether you're Christian, whether you're Catholic, whether you're pagan, Jewish,
Look how
atheist,
you
agnostic,
just-
whatever.
I love how you just throw that in there.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, you're you're
Denomination.
Catholic and we love
Catholics
you,
are the same thing.
But I've never really put Catholics with Christian. I mean, okay, yeah, by
If you're
definition.
going to, if you're going to
love
do
you,
the
Dawn.
definition of it, it's Catholic and Protestant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. Catholic and Protestant. The problem is I can't ever remember the word Protestant.
I don't like to go there, but I'm not. It's a
It
public
reminds
channel.
me too much
It's a
of prostate.
Because we all Christians, bro.
Prostate.
Mm,
Yeah.
be nice, Cindy.
Yep.
But anyway, I guess, we're 45 minutes into the broadcast. So, I mean, we all know that every one of us are affected by this thing. And how it affects you, well, that's kind of up to you. And how you think about it or feel about it, just like religion, that's up to you. I can't dictate how you should live or what you should do or what I think is smart or stupid. Boy, I could go down that rabbit hole.
That one's deep too, bro.
Oh boy,
Have a well visited.
right. But I mean, as a pagan minister, the only thing I could recommend is be smart for you and your family. Do what's right for you and your family. But be safe during this thing. I mean, okay, yeah, we can't go to the big pagan gatherings. We can't go to circle. Some people are. And that's fine. Me personally, I won't take that chance. And that's just me. And anybody that knows me here at Open Pagan Church knows I'm not going to tell you that you need to pattern your life off of what my thoughts are. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And what you do is up to you. And in all reality, we pray it doesn't. But if you catch COVID, and you can be here, I can't catch it from you over the internet.
Yep.
And, those who want to or need to, I'm not that hard to get a hold of. Any one of us in Open Pagan Church, we're not that hard to get a hold of.
Look, Facebook us and someone will answer.
Yeah, I mean, if someone is having some mental or any issues and they want to do a face-to-face conversation, I know I can only speak for myself. But if you want to have a face-to-face conversation, hit me up on Facebook, and shit, we'll fire up the cameras and have at it. Now, of course, I
Uh,
can't do that during the day on weekdays. My ass has to work.
well, on that note, John, I was seeing if anybody was wanting to do a Friday night chat, like Discord or Facebook. Just get on and have a chat program because
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, we don't have to fire up Facebook. We can
nope.
fire up Discord, and somebody can show me how the hell to do video chat on Discord. I'm all good.
You pressed a little camera at the bottom.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, smart ass.
Leah,
When
Leah,
I have to teach the IT tech how to work something. Come on now, where's the world coming to?
You don't want me to answer that question, Bo. Leigh says this gives me an idea of something to do when it cools off outside. Set up tree stumps in a circle that are 6 foot apart, yeah, and have a drum circle.
I already got mine set up.
I'm all for that, but we got to get there.
Yeah.
And I'm an old guy. My body thinks it has to go to the restroom about every 15 or 20 minutes.
There's a tree.
Yeah, I grew up with trees. I grew up in the woods, but
He
I'm
done
not,
got civilized.
well, almost civilized,
Almost.
I always turned it down.
right? But,
Sorry.
let's,
The caveman has become cultured.
wait a minute, what was it? Captain Caveman!
Captain.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Mr. CC.
I mean, at the end of the day, this thing is not easy. I mean, we're in the new norm. This is 2020. It's a different society. People say it's a different world. No. Planet Earth is still planet Earth. We are visitors on this planet during a particular lifetime that we're here. Mother Earth is going to do what Mother Earth does, and that is take care of Mother Earth. We happen to be borrowing a little bit of space of it at a little bit of time.
And screwing it up all at the same time.
Yeah. So try, and I wanna kind of wind down with this, guys. I definitely want to thank those of you that were with us today. We're here every week that Facebook will let us, or the digital gods will let us, if you will.
Time to make the captain happy.
Yeah. All right. But try to find some happiness around you. Don't let this thing turn you into something that you're not. Now, if you live in an apartment complex or a multi-level dwelling where you're people on top of people and packed in like sardines, try to find something that you can do that keeps you and your family, or just you if you don't live with your family. Try to find something that makes you happy. Something that gives you some sense of outdoors. If you have to bundle up in a freaking hazmat suit if it makes you feel better. Try to find some woods somewhere and commune with Mother Nature. I guess at the end of the day, folks, what I'm trying to say is, in one way, shape, form, or fashion, we have got to find some sense of normalcy during these trying times that we're in. It's the new norm, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a magic answer for it. Damn, I wish I did. But for me and my family, we do the best we can. Sometimes we get in the car and we just go for a drive, right? We don't. I miss going to my favorite Mexican restaurant. Luckily, they deliver. It's not the same thing in the ambiance of going out and sitting down in a restaurant, but they do deliver. Hell, have them deliver it. Put your little picnic table out front if you have a front yard or a backyard or something. And something that I heard the other day that, oh hell, where was it? Somewhere here in Dallas. A couple of people are loaning their front yards out to people who just want to get out and have a picnic. People with large properties. One family at a time can come to their property, have a picnic, clean up, get out and commune with Mother Nature, and they don't have to deal with large sums of people. So, I mean, that's an idea, right? If people will respect, then hopefully people will respect. Those of you that are having emotional and mental problems with all of this, talk to someone. Don't try to carry this crap by yourself. It's bigger than you are. Talk to someone. Talk to someone who might understand, what you're going through. I've never been a firm believer in posting my private drama all over the internet, so it's not something I do. But I have particular people that I trust and that I care about that I can hit them up privately and say, hey, I'm losing my freaking mind here, people. I need to talk to somebody. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. But I do wish you'll be safe for you and yours. Take care of yourself, take care of your families, and be safe out there. We will see you next time here on Open Pagan Church.